And so we leave the 125 GP scene in Holland and travel across to Switzerland, to Roggenberg for round 14 and the penultimate round of the 250 GP series. Stefan Everts, once again the new world champion, eyes down and they're ready to go. First heat of the day. One more event after this, and Everts must be very relaxed with the new crown under his belt. He's worked hard for it. And there's the man that started the season so well, Mike Brown up front. Well, he started the year off in incredible style. He had a couple of mishaps on the way, and all of a sudden Everts says, hang on, I'm the new world champion. I don't need any Americans to show me how to ride. I'm in front of the Swiss fans, and I'm doing what I know best. Yves de Maria, number 4, he has moved on to that machine basically due to Tortelli being sidelined. He has now signed, in fact, for 1998 to ride alongside Tortelli, and it would appear that both Tortelli and de Maria will race out of Europe for yet another year. Although Tortelli had his sights set on going to the US of A, it looks as if he's going to stay in Europe, riding with Kawasaki and Yves de Maria next to him. Well, Stefan Everts, he's just been faultless all year round, and he just slots in another one with Pit BEIRER right behind him. So back to the line for Heat 2 of the day in Switzerland, round 12. Well, look at Mike Brown. He started the year on an absolute high, and he wants his name in lights before going back to the US. Someone has gone down. Somebody is at the bottom of the pickup sticks. I wonder if it's not... Oh, Yves de Maria. You can see the Oxbow shirt very, very quickly. So the paramedics attending to Yves de Maria. That's not good news. He's done very, very well since getting onto that Kawasaki. And go to town, Mike Brown. Well done. Number 5, Frederick Bolle. Well, we know that Frederick Bolle has signed to ride on Honda for next year alongside Stefan Everts. But oh, Everts, you won't see that too often. And he just clutches the bike and says, that's just for the crowd, just to show them that I do drop it occasionally. I don't remember having seen Stefan right throughout the year drop the bike. And look at the ride that Pit BEIRER is having. Pit BEIRER has got better and better as the season's gone on. If his supporters can motivate him, well, on supporters and friends, Pit BEIRER must have more than his fair share. A very, very popular rider indeed. So Stefan Everts takes it again. What more can you ask of that man? Mane Befutz is there as he was last year. And so to Gaildorf in Germany for round 15 and the final heat of the 250 GP. Well, that's one way to come down to the starting line. Everts is already the new world champion, but there's still valuable points in it. Talon Volan throwing his shirts and his tear-offs to the crowd. And a wonderful landing. What a way to spend the day. Well, a great start. That is the new king. Stefan Everts, 96 and 97, 250 world champion. Yves de Maria, nice to see him back after that crash a couple of weeks ago. And Yves de Maria on the Oxbow Kawasaki. That is another bike prepared by the master from Holland. Well, we wonder when we'll see Tortelli back. First corner, and already look who's in the front. Stefan Everts. This is what the fans have come to see. Some incredible supporters all around Europe, and a very, very popular rider. Stefan Everts has certainly come out of his shell a lot more in 1997. He was very, very reserved. Over the couple of years that Albertine was in Europe, he was the Belgian fan. That's who the supporters came to see. But he rode under a lot of pressure and was very, very reserved. He's come alive this year, talking to the crowd, talking to the fans. A lot more of an extrovert this year. And under his new management, certainly looks very, very confident indeed. He is the new world champion. He's done an amazing job for Honda. A lot of the Yanks said that that bike was almost not rideable. Stefan Everts said right from the first race in the season, I'll turn it into a world championship race-winning bike. And he's done exactly that, and well done to him for that. So the SkyMass Honda KTM, by the looks of things, no, it's the Champ Dog Foods KTM that comes to a standstill at the side of the track. He has got himself a problem, but that man has absolutely no problems whatsoever. He will go, I'm sure, all the way in Gaildorf. Callan Voland, what a pity that he crashed so heavily in his second Grand Prix of the year. Then he went to Fox Hills and crashed again, and it just wasn't his year. Mike Brown, he's had a fairly mixed year. Manie Befoots has been on and off, but Voland is the one man that could have really kept it all together and done a very, very good job indeed. Jockey Carlson out there as well. Well, on a good day, he's been up there with the best in the country. Paul Cooper, he's been plagued with a lot of injuries as well. So for 1998, it really is all to play for. I'm sure Callan Voland will stay in Europe for yet another year aboard that Yamaha, and he's the one man that could perhaps upset the crowd. But Stefan Everts, he really has been like a robot all year long, and I'm not sure who's going to beat him in 1998. Voland perhaps the man that could do it. Paul Cooper also rumoured that he might go across to Europe. Of course, Frederick Bolly, the man that you see in your picture there, number 5, he will move to a Honda and ride alongside Stefan Everts, and of course Tortelli will be back as well. Well, there's a lot to play for. Whoever can beat Everts must surely be very, very worthwhile of being the new world champion. But it's going to take a lot of doing. They're not going to take the crown away from Stefan Everts too easily. Well, I wouldn't like to put my money on any one of those riders. Pit BEIRER for me has got better and better. That's the man coming into your picture now. The rumours are that he'll ride for Palmo Honda again in 1998. He really has been superb in the last couple of races. He's put in a couple of rides that have been absolutely super quick. And you can see him now on the tail of Stefan Everts. That's Everts on the full house HRC Honda. And Pit BEIRER, well, certainly on the pace. And on a good day, Pit BEIRER more than capable of running with Stefan Everts. So that could be one of the riders for next year that will bring this whole series alive. Manie Befoots, of course, he was there in 96, he was there in 97. Always the bridesmaid and never the bride. That could change, and really I have to say for Manie Befoots, it would be very, very nice to see. He certainly has put in the effort, works very, very hard at his racing. He just needs the dice to fall the other way, and Manie Befoots could be there. So some top names: Everts, BEIRER, Tortelli, Bolle. Any one of those could pull it off next year. But back to 1997, that's what the crowd have come to see. The Belgian flags are out, the air horns are going. Stefan Everts, another batch of points in the bank, and a great job done by him. So Everts wins, Pit BEIRER second, and it looks like Callan Voland will get third. Well, Stefan Everts has done it again. A kiss and a bowl of flowers, and back to the line straight away. This is the final heat of the 250 GP year, and a long year it's been. Look at number 4. Look at that Kawasaki. That is the man that's standing in effectively for Sebastian Tortelli, and he has done a great job. But Pit BEIRER, perhaps the man to beat next year. We'll have to wait and see. And so to the last 250 race of the year, and then the Supercross series will start, and they're out in front riding for Palmo Honda. Pit BEIRER goes to the front. He wants to fly the flag. He knows in just a couple of weeks' time he will go across to the Motocross Des Nations, where a lot of sponsors will be looking, a lot of eyes will be looking to see when he takes on the best in the world, including the Americans as well, what he can do. Well, right now he's taking on the best in the world, the best in Europe, in the form of Stefan Everts. So 2 Hondas. That is Pit BEIRER, the ever-popular German rider. He rides outdoor motocross, he rides indoor supercross very, very effectively indeed. And right now he is leading the 96 and 97 current world champion on the HRC Motrex Honda, Stefan Everts. I'm sure Stefan Everts has had a very, very tiring year indeed. He's got the crown yet again. He really has done a great job for his sponsors. He is a pleasure. I spoke to him recently at a presentation that Honda put on, and he really just does do everything by the book. Very, very nice to see a professional sponsored rider under the very close guidance of Dave Grant. Dave has given him a lot of management help, and perhaps that explains why his new attitude has come about. And he certainly is a lot more user-friendly with the press, but he's not going to be user-friendly with Pit BEIRER. He wants to go to the front. He is the world champion. He wants the applause. He wants the Belgian flags. Remember, this is the national sport in Belgium, and the Germans take it pretty seriously as well. They really do. They love their motocross right across Europe. It is great. Look at this for a move. This is incredible stuff. Stefan Everts has got nothing to prove, but he just says, I don't want to be beaten. I want to make Pit BEIRER work very, very hard. If he wants to get up on the top step of the podium and kiss the young lady with a short skirt ahead of me, then he's going to have to work for it. So, with that, Frederick Bolle on the Kawasaki, and he has done a very, very good job throughout the year of supporting Sebastian Tortelli. He will have to support Stefan Everts next year. I don't believe he'll be on an HRC Honda, but he will certainly be on a very, very quick Honda indeed. Look at this to the wire. This is Pit BEIRER, and that is Stefan Everts, the world champion, and the two of them are going to take it all the way at Gaildorf. All the German supporters are out there. Jochi Carlson having a good finish to the season as well. Mishka Altonen on the champ KTM, and then Mane Befutz and Frederick Bolle. Frederick Bolle, the French rider, and then Talon Volan from the US of A. And from what we hear, he will definitely be back in Europe for 1998. I think Mane Befutz is going to stay with the same team that is with at the present time. Those deals, of course, will all be put together over the next few days, and by the end of the Motocross Des Nations, most of the people should be signed and sealed and put together for next year. So Bolle definitely going across with Honda, and he'll also come under the management of Dave Grant, riding for Honda Europe. So Pit BEIRER has almost done enough. Wouldn't it be nice to finish the last heat of the day? But look at this stuff. Stefan Everts has come alive. He says, never mind calling me Ronnie Robot. I'll show you that I can run with the best. And really, when Pit BEIRER has a good day, he is very, very quick and very determined. So Pit BEIRER is really riding very, very quickly on that Honda. I don't believe it's up to the same spec as the machine that Stefan Everts is on, but it's perhaps very, very close. And there they come out of the corner. Stefan Everts has gone to the front. Pit BEIRER as well. Second place for me is fine. I'll just catch a quick riding lesson around these next few corners, because they know, and Stefan Everts will know, that a checkered flag awaits him. He is the new world champion. He wants to win at Gaildorf, just exactly the same as he did in Switzerland a couple of weeks ago. And he will finish the year on an absolute high. And from here, he will go on to the Motocross Des Nations with one of the strongest teams. In fact, it's the same team that they fielded a year ago. And Belgium will go across with a very, very strong team to Belgium in a couple of weeks for the Motocross Des Nations and take on the Americans and see what they can do. But it's still Jochi Carlson. He's got himself his own little private battle going on there as well. Jochi Carlson, I'm sure he will sign again for RW. Oh, throw, that just spits him right off the bike. So that's Talon Volan. He's seen Mother Earth once or twice this year. Had an amazing crash at Fox Hills. He crashed in the second GP of the year, going down that very, very steep hill when we really don't know what happened, but he threw it away big, big time and injured himself quite badly. So the crowd on their feet for Pit BEIRER. Where is Stefan Everts? There's Stefan Everts. So he has gone back to second. Pit BEIRER has gone back to the front, and you can hear that from the air horns. Stefan Everts says second's okay for me. Pit BEIRER will take the win. Look at the German flags. He really is the king in Germany. They love him to pieces, and he just stops on the top. He's got all his chainsaw supporters. Palmo Honda, a great win for Pit BEIRER. Well, it's always nice to finish on a high note, and Pit BEIRER has certainly finished on a high note. That is the end of the 250 GP series. It's been an incredible year. Stefan Everts started off so well. Talon Volan crashed his brains out early in the season. Pit BEIRER got stronger and stronger. Tortelli showed that he can run with the best. De Maria came good. Pit BEIRER came good. But let's now think about 1998.